Well, hello. It's... oh, what is it? I think it's Monday the 24th of October 2011. It's about 7:15 in the evening. As you can see, it's already dark. I'm not purposely doing my diaries in the pitch black. It's just when I have something to say, it just happens to be when I'm walking home. It's a good time to reflect. I'm by myself, the chaos is gone, and just for these between 15 and 30 minutes on an evening, I'm finally by myself. I can think, vent, and do all sorts of funny stuff. Anyway, just an update. It's been a couple of weeks since our success with the Civil Defence Regional Competitions, so I don't need to go into that one. College is actually doing okay. We've got one more week before reading week. We have a number of assignments going in. We're having a little bit of problem with our Video 1 module. Our tutor is in the hospital. He's been suffering from a few physical problems for a while, and just finally caught up with him. So if he at any point is watching this, please get well, Mike. And we're all thinking about you at college. I can't wait for you to get back. Meanwhile, we're waiting for a substitute teacher to come in. The administration staff, the director of the college, James Queenslade, is trying so hard to get somebody in to replace him, but Mike is that much irreplaceable when it comes to his courses. So we're kind of getting behind on that. The PR campaign work is going pretty well. We've had, we took part in the Save the Barracks March in Clonmel on Saturday, which would have been Saturday the 22nd, I think, off the top of my head. Anyway, that'll be up, and if you look on Facebook, that's SaveTheKickinBags.com, I believe, on Facebook. But if you put up Kicking Bags closure or Save the Kicking Bags, you should be able to find it. It's a very important thing. You'll find a full story there on that page. But we kind of mildly diverted from our original plan with the PR campaigns, to add these extra slots into it. So we'll see what goes with that. We're gonna come back to how PR lecturer Bernie Goldbeck, who was our media writing lecturer in year 1. We're going to go back to him with two different approaches to our PR campaigns. One is a kind of a Clonmel public awareness one, which is ran by Mick O'Connell. He's going to be presenting for that. And then you have our Hairy Dog podcasting, which will kind of do, student lives and the changing roles and stuff like that. So it's going to be, well, we're basically going to give him the two, and hopefully he'll be able to sell both of them. Hopefully it'll work out. The guys have put a lot of work into it. It's not going to be great to begin with, but nothing really is until we actually figure out what we want to sound like, the messages we want to bring across, and but in total fairness, we're doing pretty good for how much experience we have, so that's going to look very good. I'm actually just coming over to the railway track from college now. I'm heading over to Civil Defence tonight. I've kind of put in a scenario. It's kind of a team building, self-teaching kind of thing, where some of the class will create scenarios for the other class, and then we'll observe, and we're going to train each other into it. It's one of the many ideas that Matt Peters, communications officer for our unit, is trying to do. And it's a good opportunity to just get stuck in on the planning stage and get an idea of how to train each other and what to look out for. It's actually good for leadership skills and teaching skills and a few other bits and pieces, and everybody then has a chance to look at it from both sides, and you get a chance to see where you're going wrong yourself and get critique back from your fellow classmates. So that's going to be fun anyway. So it's going to be a good few weeks with Civil Defence. It's going to get a little more fun. I spoke with Matt on an issue, and I can't wait till that issue comes to light. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if it doesn't, that's fair enough. At least I'm going to keep on trying and work as a team and see what happens with that. Now there's a few other things as well. We've got professional development, which the assignment has been this week. It's it's my ideal career poster and how I want to kind of get there. Now it's a bit far-fetched because I'm not the person to focus on one job when I'm actually doing something like a degree or any kind of thing. I like to keep as many doors open as possible, so trying to focus on one single career is not the way I work. I want to test the waters and find my strengths and grow from there, and so as much work as I've put into it, it's kind of semi for nothing because I'm probably not going to follow the action plan that I've put in, because so many things happen all the time. But I've done a good poster. I will eventually try and put all this stuff up online in the blog because I actually like the blog. The blog actually works quite well for me to put my stuff up. So we'll take it from there. On that one, effective teamwork, I believe we're doing quite well at. Another thing I want to speak to you about is CSS, Clonmel Student Society. Is going quite well. Everybody involved is slowly getting to where I want them to be, where they're starting to generate ideas and actually make the ideas reality within a week or two. Some long-term ideas have come in and they're being worked on. We're going to start working on Reading Week, not Reading Week, Rag Week, for next year very soon. I really think that after Reading Week, which is next week, after that week, we should really get stuck in planning events for that, and hopefully the student union will get involved and we will be, I would just say, right, we'll be well prepared for that eventuality. But everything else seems to be going quite well. Again, with the programming, it's going very well. I'm almost completed that project. I will have that project up online soon enough, I believe. So it's good to keep things posted on there. You can see where we're getting there. I had a little bit of trouble last year. I did have the Mature Students Syndicate website, but because of cash flow, I haven't been able to maintain it. But again, once I can afford to actually pay for the web space again, I will definitely repost it, because all the original material is still there, saved, ready to be put up again. It's a very small problem. So it's just getting everything together. I'm meant to be looking for work experience this year, and I am kind of holding off a bit. I know I shouldn't be. I should be already looking for work experience even now to see what I can do for those 3 months or 3 weeks or however long it is over the summer holidays that we're meant to be doing work. But with the strengths I have in Flash and the strengths I have in originally HTML, graphic design, programming in general, it would be a good thing to see if I can keep on going down that road. But I'd like to be able to combine maybe a web designer, or there was a digital production designer, and there's a junior designer as well in Dublin that seems quite good. But these are full-time positions, but they're great ideas for what I want for work experience. You never know, I might be able to find something. Eamon said he might be able to help me as well, but we have to give them the opportunity to find work experience for everybody, so hopefully things will work out. But things are doing good. I'm still coping with the workload. I'm still able to cope with the CSS on top of the workload, class rep duties as well, and civil defence. So I'm not yet being pushed to my limits, which is a good sign that I'm going to keep my head high up with this course. I do intend to try and maintain my 70% average with the examinations, with the module grades. So I'm really pushing it to try and keep that standard going. But only time will tell if I can actually cut, if I can actually cut it properly. As long as I don't let things get on top of me and keep on working as hard as I am, I should be okay. So anyway, I've spoken for a long time, and isn't it dark? Just a shame you may not be able to see where I am. I'm just coming up to, well, actually I don't know the name of the street. I'm just coming up to the road here which leads to the fire station. I think I'll just keep on talking till I get to the fire station, to people that have an idea of the partial journey I take on an evening. It may not be fun for everybody, but some people like to know. Now you can't see it, but there's 4 headlights, no, sorry, not 4 headlights, a whole lot of street lamps there. And way in the distance past that last street lamp, about 1.5 kilometers over the river, 1.5 kilometers from here over the river, is my home. So even though I'm going to Silvertest now, it's still another half an hour to my home. So it can get quite tiresome on a hard working night. As far as home life is going, we're getting there. Families have their problems, but you know, we're a growing family. We have to grow with each other. Have to knock each other to get space, as families do. We're all trying to do a thing. Tara's now doing her full-time course, and she's had to take a few days off because of, you know, the kids being sick. And I'm trying to take off as little time off my course as possible, because it will be a big shame to fail the course because of lack of attendance or not enough attendance, especially after all the hard work. Because the LIT have changed their policy now. If I was to say fail one module, I would have to repeat that module over the next year and pay for it myself, and I would not be getting support from Back to Education or anything like that, as far as I know. Which is a big issue, you know. So it's just one of those things I have to be careful of. I need to make sure I spend as much time as necessary to do the coursework and get it in. I know I'm doing extra stuff with civil defence and doing the class rep duty, and I'm the president of the CSS, but I feel that I have set myself a good number of goals and I can achieve these goals, and I should be able to give as much help at home as well. It's not going to be easy, but I never wanted it easy, so that's just me. Anyway, we're almost there. So as you can see now, it's taken just, well, just under 13 minutes. So it took about 14 minutes to get to Civil Defence from college, which isn't too bad. There's a few other guys coming over as well. They've joined Civil Defence from the college, and hopefully they'll be there. My guys should hopefully be here so we can set up the scenario. And, you know, hopefully it'll all work well. Hopefully there will be no problems, and hopefully we won't need the expertise we're training on. So if it all goes well, it'll be good. I'll be happy, I'll be chuffed. So the light there in the middle of the screen is the fire station. That's where I'm heading. So yeah, it'll take about approximately 15 minutes. So anyway, thank you for listening. It is 15 minutes long. If you listen this far, thank you very much. If you haven't listened this far, thank you very much for listening to me wail for as long as you did. So now, I'll leave you go. Thank you for listening, and good night.